Let's talk about cropping images and Google Slides. I'm sure that you've brought over plenty of images into Google Slides. I wonder if you've ever thought, I'd rather that not be a square or rectangular picture. Did you know that that is completely possible? Let's see how this is. On this slide deck, we're going to learn how we can crop images in slides. It's crazy easy. You do have digital scissors, as I like to teach my students about. On this slide, I have 3 different pictures. They're mostly rectangular, but they all have the harsh square corners. The first thing to realize that you can do is when you select a picture, you can resize them. This is not what we are going to focus in on today. Once you have selected an image, you're going to have a couple of different tools in your toolbar. The one that you're going to need to focus on is this one that looks like almost like it's a square, but the lines overlap. When you hover, it does say crop image. If you simply click on it, you're going to now notice these black indicator lines. This allows you to cut off part of the picture. So if I don't want so much of the space above George and to the left of George, I just simply drag those black bars, and then when I'm ready, I click off to the side. I just use my digital scissors. Now, the cool thing is you can't really ruin a picture. If you took scissors to an actual photograph and you cropped it like this, you'd either have to reprint it or try to tape the backside of it. Doing this in slides, once you click on the crop image again, you're going to see the outline of the image that you cut off. You can always drag it right back to the full size. Likewise, you can drag from a corner. Now, that's really awesome. Let's move George up and out of the way. But did you know that you can actually crop the shape of your image? Let's see what I'm talking about here. I'm again going to come to my crop image tool. This time I'm clicking on the shark tooth. Notice the words change. Now it says mask image. Click on the shark tooth and your shapes tools are going to now appear. Please note, the first time you do this with students, you're going to want to allow for some time of exploration. Hover over any of these topics. You can crop this image of Mount Vernon into any of these shapes. When I show this to students, I do tell them that there are some shapes that work really well, and there are some shapes that don't work at all. For example, if I use the call out 4-point star and you click on it, notice how it completely takes away so much of my picture that it doesn't really work. Again, not all is lost because you can't ruin the photo. Come back to the shark tooth, pick a different shape. My favorite is this rounded rectangle. Now, we can go even further when you notice the little golden nugget. Do you see this little golden nugget and how my cursor changes? If you take that, you can make your definition of the rounded rectangle different. Click and drag. Explore this option a lot. And then when you're really ready to go crazy, do a triple click on the image and get the black lines. You are now cutting off pieces of the photo that you don't want while it's masked in your rounded rectangle, and you can go crazy. The customization is wonderful. Once you've learned this tip, and this is definitely a Google Slides tip that you can do, make sure that you show it to your students. Keeping a squared off image is wonderful, but being able to mask images in various shapes is even better.